Boom! Welcome to another episode of the Cheap Champ Podcast, Season 2, where we talk to business owners about the cost of making money. Because everybody likes to say, this is how much I'm making. But they don't like to talk about how much they're spending. And today, I have another special guest. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Sure. Maxine Pittman. I'm the CEO and founder of Tress Obsessed Beauty Vending Machines.
Awesome. As you see, that is big time. And we are right now here in Delamo Mall in California. And we are going to talk about business vending, e-commerce, just being a business owner, all in general. So I wanted to get you today because we actually met in the gym working out because we like to stay fit in California.
Yes.
Working out and we just started chatting. I found out that you had a business, a vending machine business, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But what I wanted to know was, because I've talked to vending machine owners in the past, I want to talk about the relationship to getting the products in the vending machine.
Right.
Because I can buy a vending machine tonight.
Right.
That doesn't mean I know anybody or a brand to get a reputable product in the machine. And also, talking about vending machine, there's only so much foot traffic you can get.
Of course.
But with e-commerce, I can be in Texas. I can buy. California, I can buy.
Exactly.
So I wanted to talk about those things today. So, if you could just tell us quickly, how did you get into the vending machine or just get into business in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a woman, so, we love doing our makeup, doing our hair. I used to work at a beauty supply a while ago. One of my mentors at the time owned her own beauty supply stores as well throughout California and Atlanta. And then I also had decided that, I was like, okay, I want to do an online beauty supply, but I didn't want to keep doing everything that everybody else was doing. And I've always been fascinated by vending machines in general. So, just Japan and Dubai and traveling all over the world and seeing all the fun and innovative type of ideas. The vending machine isn't like snacks and sandwiches and sodas anymore. It's like people selling pizza and cupcakes and gold bars, and people sell caviar and like live seafood in Japan in vending machines. And I was always so fascinated by that. And obviously the pandemic hit and I realized like I can't have, a store. A lot of the people who I know who owned brick and mortar stores, they were losing their stores because they couldn't pay their rent at home or their mortgage at home and pay a lease on a building when they weren't getting any customers or any profits and revenue. So I was like, why don't I do vending machines with beauty products in them? And I had talked to a few of my mentors. I had 2 mentors at the time I had spoken to about it. They thought it was a fabulous idea. And I decided like, hey, I'm going to take my own savings and fund my vending machines with it. So that was what I ended up doing. I worked on it while I was still working from home, working in corporate America during the pandemic. So I still had, the evenings and the weekends to work on my business. And that's sort of just how it came about.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, you mentioned something very important, still being able to make money without having brick and mortar, which means e-commerce.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a website? Everybody needs a website nowadays. If you don't have a website, then what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, no,
Even the grocery store has a website, so I can deliver it to your house.
Right.
Who don't have no website? If you don't have a website, you don't have a business.
Yeah.
So, as you were building your vending machine company, what was it like getting the relationships with the products and the brands? Like, you don't just DM somebody and make that happen. I think a lot of people think you just, I'm a DM Walmart and get on the shelf. You know the hell you're not. Yeah.
And I mean, I worked in sales and marketing for the majority of my corporate career, and a lot of, no matter if you're selling a toothbrush or you're going door to door and you're selling insurance or you're selling people over the phone, I've done several jobs where I'm selling products, over text and over, the internet or through a website versus talking to people on the phone versus talking to people over video, over FaceTime, Zoom, Google Meet, things like that. And everything is the same in terms of relationships and building that relationship. People are not going to buy anything from you if they don't feel like you have value. And if you don't create that, if you don't find a way to relate to them. Obviously, with my vending machines and my brand, the majority of women who are purchasing from me are women of color. So they already know how to relate to me because I look like them. I have the same plights and the same pain points with my hair and with my skin and with the beauty products that I use as they do. So that part was easy. In terms of the brands, there's different types of ways that you can get relationships with brands, and it all depends on how large the brand is. There's some black owned hair companies that I carry in my machine who, I didn't have to create any relationship with them. It was just, going through the correct channels in terms of distribution, knowing the correct people, where I could get my hands on bulk orders and things of that sort, or they already had an avenue for wholesalers to go through their website and just fill out a form. And then they just, a lot of them will examine your company, go to your website, go on your Instagram, go on your Facebook, see how you interact with your customers, and then decide, okay, we think that this is a brand that, for our brand will allow you to carry it in your vending machines or in your store or at your kiosk or your cart or whatever the case may be. For smaller brands, I do carry smaller brands that have the same following and started around the same time as myself. For them, it's not that hard. You just reach out to them, say, hey, would you like to do a partnership with me? Right now, I'm doing a 90-day and 120-day brand partnerships, because I have, when we went viral last year, I had a ton of people. I probably had, over 100, maybe 200 DMs from other Black women, other women of color who had small businesses and sold hair products or skin products or beauty products that were like, please carry my product in your machine. And for them, it's like, I have to have my own process, because it's like, I want to know, are you interacting with your, with your people? Are you engaging? How much money are you making per month? Is your product selling? Because if your product is not selling, it's not going to sell in my machines either. So I have to have my own process for that as well. With a lot of the suppliers that I work with, it's easy because they have several brands that they offer, and I just have to go there, speak with them, fill out forms and things of that sort. I kind of got lucky because one of my mentors, I told you, had her own beauty supply company, so she kind of grandfathered me in with other, with beauty supply suppliers and manufacturers and distributors. That way it's like, okay, cool, I don't have to go through the whole process of trying to interview with them, because a lot of these large suppliers that carry some of these big brands, they don't, if you're just a little company, they're going to be like, who are you? Like, we're not going to let you carry these products. So I got kind of lucky. One of my mentors kind of grandfathered me in terms of that, because she already had a relationship with them. But a lot of them, you do have to create relationships with them. I'm working on a supplier right now where I'm trying to create a relationship with them so I can sell their products. So it's all about relationships.
And when you're trying to sell products, how do you decide which products are good? Because there's 1,000 products for women. So it's like, well,
That's a
how
lot
do I
too.
know? I mean, like you said, you have 90 days to 120.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not selling,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're moving it out. But
Yeah.
when you want to refill that space, how do you decide which space should be refilled? Because like you just said, you can't just come up to me, I'm gonna put your stuff in there. So
Of
what's that
course.
process like?
It's a long process. I mean, everything is trial and error. I mean, when I'll just give you an example. If you go to a Nike store, not everything in a Nike store is popular and selling all the time. So they're gonna switch stuff out, and they're gonna put stuff on clearance, and they're gonna put it on their website as clearance, and then mark it down by 50% or 60%, and then just sell it because those items are not selling. With a lot of the process of what I do is, we'll put stuff out there, leave it up there for maybe 3 to 5 months, see if it sells. If it doesn't sell, we pull it. And I watch a lot of the trends that are going on, trends on YouTube with makeup artists, with, just with women in general. And I follow, 2,000, 3,000 different beauty pages, celebrity pages, to see what people are doing and what's trending. And then we decide, okay, you know what, this is selling a lot. Or if we have a certain product or a certain brand that sells really well in the machine already, I go and I look at other products that brand sells in their product line. And then I decide, okay, well, if, these 2 or 3 products are selling from this particular brand, okay, maybe we'll try, 1 or 2 other products from the same brand and see if those sell as well as these are. So there's several different ways that we think about it. And then also it's depending on the market too. I have 6 machines, and I have 4 active locations right now. We're looking for 2 other locations, and every location is going to be different. What might sell really well in LA might not sell really well in Phoenix or Chicago or Atlanta or, Miami. So then that goes into play too. It's a very long process, and I'm still learning myself as a new, business person, new entrepreneur. So,
Well, I know you also have your website down here. So you also have the potential to sell anything, anywhere.
yes,
And
yes.
I sell online because I teach financial literacy. So I teach, I sell courses, and I don't sell anything physical.
Mm-hmm.
But website traffic is important.
Right.
And I'm going through the whole SEO process right now, trying to get the keywords and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you find running the physical vending machine versus running the website with e-commerce? Because I don't know if you do drop shipping and everything just kind of comes through, or you actually mailing the products out.
Right.
So what's that process like
Yeah.
on the e-commerce side?
Yeah, we're not doing drop shipping yet. I'm still drop shipping is still at the, sitting on my shoulder trying to figure out if I want to do it or not. Just because we sell several different, we have over 60 different products and over 30 brands, 30 to 35 brands on my website. So drop shipping, the business model of drop shipping, all the kinks would have to be worked out in order to do that. So right now, me and my interns are mailing people's orders out still physically, which I'm fine with for right now. What my big focus is right now is making sure the vending machines have good locations, have traffic, locations that have good traffic, locations where they're going to be seen. As you can see, from the decal we have here, and then just even the artwork on my machines are their own walking billboards.
Right.
So we want them to be seen. We want them to be in areas with high traffic, where people are going to see them, where people are going to want to buy from them, and where our demographic is shopping, which is women of color, for the most part, men of color. In terms of what you were saying with our website, we're still mailing out orders. We're thinking about doing drop shipping. We're still, we're actually getting ready to do a big push and switch our website over from Squarespace over to Shopify. Because I just feel like it has more to offer in terms of, pushing people to the website, abandoned cart emails, things of that sort, SMS marketing, things of that sort, so that we can get more people to the website purchasing. Because I only have 6 machines. I plan on having 30 35 machines, but right now, in the next 2 to 3 years, there's going to be girls in little towns in Denver, or little towns in in Seattle or wherever, that aren't going to have access to my vending machine. So I want them to be able to go online and have a similar experience without having to get to one of our vending machines and just have it delivered to their door. So
Okay.
yeah.
And what kind of products do you sell? I know we haven't really talked about that. What if someone is listening to this podcast right now, they come to your vending machine, they go to your website, what can they expect to find?
Yeah, we have several different products. So I want to make it very clear, we only sell travel size, easy, convenient, easy to carry products that you can throw in your luggage, in your carry-on, in your purse, in your gym bag. We sell products for men and women, but mainly women. We sell, anything from travel size. All of them are 5 ounces, 4 ounces, or less. So travel size shampoo, conditioner. We sell hair oils. We sell detangler spray, like curls leave-in spray. We sell hair gel, we sell mousse, we sell hairspray, we sell stuff for wigs, we sell like face masks, we sell convenience items as well, like Q-tips, mirror, compact mirrors, things of that sort. But most of it is hair products and beauty products that we sell.
Okay.
So a lot of the stuff that women would see at their local beauty supply or their local Sally's, but just in smaller, convenient travel sizes.
And the podcast is about cost of doing business. What would you say some of the expenses that come along with it? Because before
Oh my gosh,
make money,
you gotta spend money.
And people want to say, you sitting at home, you listen to somebody. I made $20,000 over the years. I made $40,000. Okay, that's good. How much did it cost you? You act like you don't have no rent. You don't have to pay anybody. You don't have any suppliers to pay. I'm curious. What are some of the startup costs that are associated with your industry?
Oh my God. Well, obviously there's, the cost of the machine, which can be anywhere between $1,500 to $18,000, depending on what type of machine you want, where you purchase it, what type of features you want on the machine, how you want the machine to look. Even things like decals and printing are not free. And then obviously the operational costs, meaning, you have to get internet connected to these machines so that people can run their credit cards on them.
Wait a minute, you need internet to run these machines?
Yes, you do.
Damn.
Yes.
So you have to have a separate internet bill?
You have to have a separate internet for every single machine, unless you want to, if you want to run off free Wi-Fi from the venue, and then no. So, and the reason we don't use free Wi-Fi is people's credit card information is going through these machines, and if someone hacks I cannot. No, that's too much of a liability. You can get sued for that. So,
yes.
yeah, no. So, can you hear me? Am I good on the mic? Okay, cool. And then so operational costs, and then obviously, hiring someone, I hire employees in every single city that I have my machines in to go there, once a week, once every 2 weeks, to go stock the machine, clean the machine, check it, make sure the internet is still on, just, regular retail, employees. So paying my employees, operational costs like Wi-Fi, obviously inventory. There's probably about almost $2,000 worth of inventory in this machine alone, on top of the cost of the machine. Obviously, little miscellaneous stuff like supplies you need to clean it. If anything breaks on the machine, all of my machines are brand new, so we haven't had any huge repairs or anything. But a lot of these people that are in the vending machine industry are buying used machines. Used machines start to break. So I hope whoever is listening, if you're buying a used machine, I hope you know how to fix it, is all I'm saying.
Get you a repairman.
Repairman.
You better call a plumber and a vending machine repairman.
Yeah.
Out of gas. I had no idea you had to pay for Wi-Fi.
Yes.
So,
and I still haven't gotten into rent. Some of these venues charge rent. Some of them want want a percentage of your commission. So then there's that too, y'all. Yes.
Could you imagine you get paid and then somebody's saying, I need my cut?
Yeah.
I took you to work. Could you imagine
and we haven't even gotten into the largest expense, marketing, PR, all of that.
The black hole.
Yeah.
Marketing is a black, just throw the money, and you just hope something comes out of it.
Yeah.
It's really hard to track. It's like, how do you know how many sales are coming from this picture? How do you know what's coming from a billboard?
Exactly.
It's hard to track it.
Yep.
Coca-Cola still spends money. Mm-hmm. And they're one of the big McDonald's, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. I'm like, you don't want to pay for marketing, but Coca-Cola does? Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's marketing, and every time when you have a business, every time you turn around, it's something that you have to pay for. And it's not like $50. It's like, oh yeah, people sending me invoices, $500, $750. I paid an invoice yesterday, $800. Like, it's
and everybody's not net 30.
And
some do upon receipt.
Oh no, some of them. Oh yeah, some of them are like, pay me now.
I'm like, well, hold on,
so
let me
yeah,
we're gonna get you on the next check run.
And this again goes back to what you were talking about in the beginning about relationships. When you're creating relationships with vendors, you can't just be like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna pay them when I'm gonna pay them, because you may need these people down the line in terms of professional references. Like I have, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 lines of credit under my business name, and who you think put in the good word for me on those lines of credit? My professional references from vendors that I was paying before that. So you want to make sure you pay your people on time. Always. You want to make sure you pay your vendors on time. Always.
Pay your people on time. As you all know, I'm an accountant. I'm the person that emailing you for the money.
Yep.
Where's the money? We need it. And I'm going to email you every single day till you pay us.
Yeah, it's
a
lot.
In conclusion of this podcast episode, for someone, I know it's like trying to get started, you can figure that out online. What's something that somebody can't figure out that they can only find out from you as far as getting businesses started? Or what you just want to tell people, just want them to know?
Yeah, I mean, if they're interested in, starting their own business, we sell an ebook, like a vending basics ebook. I sell it for $49.99 on my website. If you just want a starter guide, that's just a beginner guide to give you, all of the things that you'll go through, and just be a starter manual on what to look out for if you're starting a vending machine business. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a beauty business. If you want to sell Nikes or underwear or food or whatever you want to sell on a vending machine, that will give you just a regular blueprint just to start. If you want more, if you have questions that are going to take me a lot longer to answer, I definitely have, we sell a one-on-one consultation as well. So we can do video, FaceTime, or, over the phone, for people that just want to do over the phone consultation. It's a 30 minutes to an hour, and we charge $250 to $350 for that on my website, and that can be booked on my website as well. But for people just looking, we have all of our locations on our website. And then if you don't have one of our vending machines anywhere near you or in your state or your city, you can purchase all of the items that we have in our vending machines on our website. So we carry over 60 products and over 30 brands on our website.
Check the website. It's rolling across the bottom. Make sure you go support. And, it's nice to see that, women of color are supporting other women of color.
Thank you.
Because you are, like I say, your products support women of color. Now, me personally, the term women of color, Black women, because there's a lot of colors out there and we don't all support the same. So let's get that straight. There's a hell of a lot of colors and things are different about the colors. So, but I like the fact that you're supporting women of color.
Yeah, of course.
And that you are, coming on the podcast to give you information. And also, you got to go do podcasts to promote your business.
Yeah.
Because you heard those prices. Everything is not free. So that free guide is not going to get you where you want to go.
Exactly.
You have to spend that money. And a lot of times as business owners, new business owners, people don't want to spend the money.
Of course.
The free train don't have no gas in it.
Of course.
So the free train only goes downhill. So, and the last question is, what would you like to see your business do in 2022? What would you like to manifest this year? Whether that be 20 vending machines in every state, whether that be $1 million in sales, what would you like to manifest?
We're doing a big push for airports and HBCU college campuses right now. So shout out to the HBCUs.
Aggie Pride, North Carolina A&T State University alumni.
So yeah, we're doing a big push for, airports, places that are high traffic that have, hundreds of thousands of people that can use our products, and use the convenience of, because these are not necessarily my products. These are products from brands that people know and people love, women of color, but not necessarily that, but can use the convenience of having the Tress Obsessed and my brand of our vending machines, because people are on the go, people are going to class, people are getting on flights, people are going to business meetings, they're going to work. A lot of us, the majority of Americans, live a on the go, fast paced lifestyle now, and we want to shop on the go too. That's why we all are glued to our phones. So in terms of what I want my business to be, I want my business to become, my brand to become a household name in the next 3 to 5 years. Doing a big push for other large beauty brands that want us to carry their products in our machines. I won't say which brands, but we have a lot coming for 2022 and 2023, in terms of locations, products that we carry, and just the overall shopping experience for our customers.
Nice. Well, you've heard it. Support Black women, support business. And like I said, we are here to talk about small businesses, and we want to promote people in small business. And I've been your host, Malcolm Hall. And once again, if you want to learn anything about financial literacy, improve your credit, fix your budget, go to www.stressmoneyless.com. We want to thank our sponsors, Cheap Not Broke. Remember, if you're cheap, you'll never be broke. We want to thank our guest, the CEO of Tress Obsessed, Miss Maxine. Thank you for having us today.
Of course.
And we will see you next time.
Thank you.